Hello and welcome back to Around the Block, and today is the final episode where we're going to be manager of RB Leipzig if we go on to win the Bundesliga title, which we should go on to win, I would imagine, given that we are 5 points clear at the top of the table with only 2 games to go this season. Of course, we've not played a single game since you guys were last here, because last time you guys were here, we lost the Champions League semi-final to Real Madrid on penalties, so agonisingly on penalties. We missed 4 or 5 penalties in the end of that game. It was just, it was annoying. It was very annoying, but at least we've still got a bit of a chance of silverware today by winning the Bundesliga. As you can see from the table, we've got 2 games to go this season. We're 5 points clear of Bayern Munich, but they have a better head-to-head record against us, and they've got better goal difference. So if we draw one of our games, lose the other one, Bayern win both their games and go back on level points with us, they'll win the title. If we just pick up more than a single point in today's episode, we will go on to win the trophy, which is absolutely fantastic, and of course win RB Leipzig's first ever Bundesliga, which would be very good for us as a manager. If we go on to win the title, I'm going to resign, and then I want to try and explore 1 or 2 other European leagues before we finish off this save in time for the new Premier League season starting in real life. Well, I'm going to get an updated database, and we're going to do Leeds United, because I think that'll be quite an interesting save to do to see how they will match up in the Premier League. So that save will come out probably around the 7th of September, I think. That's sort of a time I want to bring it out. That's sort of the week where the Premier League season starts again. It will come out sort of around then, which will be quite exciting. So we've got like 3 weeks basically to explore some other leagues and do a little bit of other stuff should we win the Bundesliga title today, which I think we should do. We're playing against Borussia Dortmund and Hertha Berlin. Hertha Berlin coming up first, so we might actually just need to have the Hertha Berlin game, win that. We've then gone on to win the title. We might lose it, might draw it, might have to go to the Borussia Dortmund game, but 2 good teams, they could beat us, but I think we've got enough about us to go on and finish the job here today. Now, we do need to hold a team meeting, apparently. They've told us to hold a team meeting, so we're going to do it. And I'm going to go, we're only 1 victory away from the title, but I don't want that to play on your minds when you step on the pitch. Treat this match like you would any other. And only 10 players have agreed with me there. Some think we shouldn't be treating like any other match. We should be going a little bit more excitement for it, a little bit more oomph behind it, I think. I don't agree that we should treat this game like any other match. It's an amazing chance for us to win. So maybe, what do I say here? I wasn't expecting that overall reaction. I wasn't, but I respect those who don't agree with me. So, I mean, morale has been, it's not that damaged. I think it's pretty much stayed the same for most players, actually. So we've not done too much damage with that, but it's good to know that our players are desperate to win the titles. Usually when it comes to these sort of situations, they all bottle it, and when I say it's just like treat it like any other game, that's when they are happy, because they don't want the pressure. But these guys want that bit of pressure by looks of things. So I think all the games are kicking off at the same time, so we can keep tabs on that Bayern Munich Borussia Mönchengladbach game, as well as obviously our own game. And of course, I guess Borussia Dortmund are also in there a little bit, although they can't win the title. But good to keep tabs on them as well. So we're favourites for this match, and this is the team that we are going to go for, although I do need to make some changes because I haven't rested the players since that loss in the Champions League. So Nikola should have come off for Harish Buncevic. Blažević will come off for Kelly Daru, just to change a few players at the back. But that, for me, is the team we go for. So Andre Luis in goal, Daru, Depaka and Diogo at the back, with Haris Buncevic and Ferraro in the wing-back roles. Murowski and Clan in the centre of midfield. Kidrich in the attacking midfield. Big double C, Constantine and Rogula lead the line. That's the team. Let's go and get the win. So then, kickoff is upon us here today, and I've got to say, the wing-backs that we have used this season, we switched up formation, we had a change to our tactics and almost philosophy, mostly the tactics and the shape of the squad, and we took it from last season when we finished, what was it, 3rd or 4th on the table, not doing too well in the European Football League. We won the Europa League, didn't we? But we got knocked out the Champions League very, very early on, as I think we've just given away a penalty, maybe. Let's see what the VAR says about this. But we decided to change drastically our approach with our formation, and it's worked out so well for us this season, I've got to say. It was quite the big risk changing the formation, buying specific players for the wing-back roles. It's only a free kick for Hertha Berlin, which is fine, so we're not giving them a penalty early on there, which is very, very lucky for us. But the highlight does continue as Hertha Berlin can't put it in the back of the net. But this 5 at the back system, I think, has been one of the best systems I've ever used in Football Manager, I've got to say. I mean, obviously, most of the players that we've got are very well suited to their roles. It's worked out really, really well, and it's something that I might want to use as we move to other clubs as well. But we had to change something up a little bit. We had to improve our defence. We only sort of moved to it because our defensive, we had a good defensive line to the point where we had 3 really good centre-backs and thought we have to get them all on the team at the same time. That's the main reason we decided to change it up a little bit. And I think it's worked out for the most part. We nearly got to a Champions League final, and we are very close to winning a Bundesliga as Ferraro puts it into Harej Buncevic, who nearly gave away a penalty earlier on, but he's given us the lead just before half-time. And if we hold on to this lead now, we will be winning the league title with RB Leipzig, and then we can resign and start to look for other jobs, which is quite exciting, actually. I'm looking forward to just getting somewhere else just for a season. All I want to do is like a season somewhere else, and just to explore those leagues. The whole point of doing this around the block, say around Eastern European football leagues, as Hertha Berlin get an equaliser, which you hate to see. It's offside. Come on, you love to see that. Get in there. But as I was saying, the whole point of doing this save was to see some other leagues, and we've seen 6 different leagues. We've been to Belarus, we've been to Slovakia, we've been to Hungary, we've been to Russia, and of course in Germany. Is that 5? How many have we been to? We've been to 6 clubs. Oh, we've been to Serbia as well. We've been there. So we've really, explored a lot of Eastern European football, but I want to go and see a little bit more. Croatia in particular, I want to go there, and maybe the Czech Republic as well, because there's some good teams there that we, potentially could be winning some things with. And there's also that temptation to go back to Russia. We got sacked, the CSK Moscow manager, which was atrocious, and I want to go back there and prove them wrong. They were wrong to sack me. I want to go there and take over Spartak Moscow or something like that, and just batter CSK Moscow into the ground or something like that. But also there's the option that we could go back to CSK Moscow potentially. If the job came up and they offered the job to me, we could go back there, try and repair our legacy. Even though we won the Europa Conference League there, we got sacked, we didn't win the league. So we could go there and repair our legacy maybe. And of course, if we go to the... And of course, we should be able to get the pick of any club we want to. We're about to win a Bundesliga with RB Leipzig. We got to a Champions League semi-final. My reputation should be through the roof right now. We should get the pick of any job we want. And so with that, we should, ideally, if a team gets sacked, big double C with a good goal there. Like if a big team sack their manager, we should be able to get to that big team in that league and then win the league with them, get some more trophies for our cabinet and things like that. It's all going to work out nicely. But let's focus back onto this game right now. We're not going to do the Borussia Dortmund game. I don't think we need to, because we are literally moments away. I'm going to switch up to the TV camera just for this as well, so we can see ourselves lifting the Bundesliga trophy in 7 minutes time, providing that, of course, Hertha Berlin don't go and score lots. I mean, they can score one goal's fine. That's absolutely fine. They can score 1, and in fact, I think actually, if they want to, they can score 2, because we can draw this game as long as Bayern Munich still draw their game. We'd be 5 points clear with 1 game to go. That doesn't quite work out for Bayern Munich. So if they draw, we can draw as well. But obviously, we'd rather go on to win this game to get maximum points possible. But as the clock is ticking down into the 90th minute now, 4 minutes of added time, 2 minutes, 1 minute away. There we go. We've won the German Bundesliga. You love to see it. What a great end to our time here in Germany. Fantastic stuff. Champions of Germany. What a nice little ring that has to it. And yes, it is with RB Leipzig, who I've grown quite fond of through all this. I know in real life, people aren't very keen on them, which I can understand why, but I like them purely because of Football Manager, and they've taken us to a Bundesliga title. What an accomplishment that is. I'm very happy with that. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Really, really top stuff there. Buncevic got injured in that game apparently, but I didn't really see much about it. We've won the league. We've won everything. The board are happy with me. It's a dream come true for the RB Leipzig board and their fans. So what that means is it's time to think about our next move as a manager. So I imagine there aren't... Well, straight away, Slavia Prague is available. Slavia Prague's available. And this is one of the clubs I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to Slavia Prague. And the job's available immediately because they're 5th in the table, which isn't good for them. And they might miss out on European football at this rate as well. In fact, have they missed out on European football? Have they got any games left this season? Schedule, they've got 2 games left and a cup final, so they could get European football. I am going to apply for this job, Slavia Prague. I'm going to. It's there. It's a job that I've wanted. You know that I've wanted this job for a little while. Let's go for it. I thought we were waiting quite a long time to get another job. But if the Slavia Prague one is one that we really, really want, and I really want, that's the next step, isn't it? That's the next step for me. Amazing. So I tell you what, I think I'm going to hold on for this episode. I was going to end it sort of then and there a little bit, and then, you know, find my new club in the next episode. But if Slavia Prague want to give me an interview anytime now, I tell you what, I'd be happy with that. There were 3 clubs that I really wanted to go to. One of them was Dinamo Zagreb in Croatia. One was Spartak Moscow or CSK Moscow, one of those 2. And the other one was Slavia Prague. I'm so impressed, so happy that is available to us right now. So we've not been given an interview yet, and we've got to do this final game of the season against Borussia Dortmund. But because we've won the league already, there's nothing really to play for in this game. I'm going to use, on my skin, there's an instant result button that I've never, I think I've clicked on it by accident once or twice on a video. But we're going to do it now. Because I can't be asked to play this game now. We've won the league title. I'm too excited about Slavia Prague, so I've pressed this instant result button. Have we won the final game? I don't care, really. I don't care if we've won it or not. We won the league title. We drew 1-1. Doesn't matter. Bayern Munich lose their final game of the season to mine. So even if we had to play that game, it would have been good because Bayern Munich would have lost. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So we've won the league title there by a long way, which is great to see. Or I'll tell you what, actually. Because if I'm still at Leipzig, they might not want to pay Leipzig to have me. So what I've got to do now, actually, isn't it? I've got to resign to make it much more appealing to sign me as a manager, because otherwise they're going to have to pay compensation, aren't they? So I'm going to resign now. I've had it here, had enough here. Look, we finished the season off. We'll accept the vision. I'm going to say to the boys, we're going to come back next season and win the league. Let's win it next time around. They're all happy with that, which is good, you know. And as we tell them to have a lovely time in Italy next season, why not Italy next season? Press continue. I don't want to talk about contracts with Blažević, so I am going, how do I resign? Contract, resign immediately. I've resigned. Oh, although you've just handed in your resignation, we would like to reconsider. Oh, I've never seen this. Never seen this. Wow. That's mad, to be fair. They really want to keep me, but no, I've got no intention of changing my mind. My time here has come to an end because I've won the league title with you. We're disappointed you've decided to leave. We'll sorely miss your leadership at the club. We wish you all the best and regret it's come time to leave the club. Well, I had to go. Because I need to get a new job. Obviously, with Slavia Prague. Despite all of this, Hugo Lloris is the leading candidate. If I don't get the Slavia Prague job now, imagine the scenes. Dynamo Kiev have just sacked their manager. Now, that's an interesting job. That could be a job for us, you know. They're third in the Ukrainian Premier League, which is putting them, if we can look at the table, please. League table. Gives them Europa League football. Okay. I wouldn't be adverse to going to Dynamo Kiev, I must say. I wouldn't mind applying for that job and going there. I mean, I'd prefer to go to Prague, but you know, why not apply for it? Let's just see. Let's just wait and see. Victoria Plzeň have also sacked their manager in the Czech Republic. Obviously, we're looking for Slavia Prague, who've got themselves up to third in the end. Or in the end, have they got themselves to third? Yeah, they have. They finished third in the table. And I presume this means that they've chosen this guy as their manager, not me. Like they've kept on the temporary guy. How are we looking at this? No, it's still available. Still available. But Victoria Plzeň have finished fourth. And that means they get Europa Conference League football. If we don't get an interview with one of these two clubs, I think I'll apply for Plzeň, I reckon. 4.5 stars of reputation. Look at the career milestones. Every club we've been to, we've won something. At every club we've been to. So why have I not been given interviews yet? We're into June now, lads. Seriously. The Prague fans consider me a leading candidate, which, you know, I'll take that. I mean, I should be. I really should be, I must say. I am now the leading candidate for it as well, which is good to see. I mean, they've clearly seen that I'm interested in the job now, and I'm now the leading candidate for the bookies at least. So just give me the interview, and I'll do it. Finally, they've come through and offered me an interview. Brilliant. Well, thanks for giving me the chance. I don't know the language, apparently, which is I find hard to believe, given that I speak, apparently a million languages. English, Russian, Slovak, Croatian. I speak Croatian. Oh, this is Prague. This is not Croatian, is it? Bosnian, Montenegrin, Serbian, German, Hungarian. Apparently I speak all those languages, but not not Czech. What language is it? Czech they speak there? I presume it must be. Either way, it's easy to learn language. I can pick it up pretty quickly. Why do I feel like it's acceptable to apply to lots of jobs? What do I say here? I can't remember. I'll never do it again. I'll say that. I probably will do. Why am I running for a few jobs? Only one other one, but I'll withdraw myself from it if you want me to. My media handling, look, it'll be better. I need to prove it to you. This always comes up, but I'll learn from it and do better next time. Club wants a candidate performing to expectations. Something our last manager did not. Well, I'll tell you what, lads, I can do that. I've got a good record when it comes to meeting expectations, because I do. Previous manager didn't enjoy the best relationship with supporters. I tell you what, I've had good relationship with supporters wherever I've been, and that will continue here. Definitely. How would you feel about working with Director of Football? I'll say yes to it for now, but we don't really like Director of Footballs too much. I'm happy to work with him. Recruitment process, do you want to change backroom staff? We will bring Shitagel in, obviously, at some point, but I won't propose changes right now, I don't think, because I just won't. What do they want me to do then? They want me to challenge for the title and reach the third qualifying round of the Europa League. I think we could go on to win the Europa League. Maybe that's a bit hard, but I think we could do a good job in the Europa League. Yeah, this is all fine, lads. I don't want any other requests. Excellent. We should be off the job very soon. I think it was a good interview. I rushed through it a little bit, so maybe I didn't take my time, but I feel like it was a good interview. I think we've got the interview technique nailed down now. We've done so many interviews, been offered so many jobs. I feel like we've got that technique nailed down. Oh, and immediately, it usually takes a little while for this to happen, but immediately they've come to me and said, here's the job, lad. So we are going to be going to Slavia Prague. £38 million transfer budget. That is big, to be fair. And nearly £1 million in the wage budget as well. It's a lot better than I was expecting, I've got to say. A lot better than I was expecting. So I'll tell you what, I'm happy to have that. A 1-year deal. Let's suggest a 1 year. They want 2 years. How about 1 year? Okay, 2 years is fine then. A 2-year deal. Although we'll probably just resign at the end of the season. But there we go. We've got a brand new club in Slavia Prague. We'll go through this very quickly, and then obviously we'll come back next episode for the first proper episode with Slavia Prague. The next step of our journey, which is really exciting, I must say. Right. They like our formation. This is good. Apparently the best team is the formation that we had been using at RB Leipzig. So that works out very nicely for us. We can maybe look to continue that. But we'll look at the team and formations next episode in a little bit more depth. Obviously, we need to be challenging for the title this season. And then in the next season, win the first division. I think we can try and win the title this season. We should be able to do that, I believe. No, I don't want to meet them, or I do need to meet the media because I promised them that I will meet the media. Things like that. Not too much of a big issue. But here we go. Here we are at Slavia Prague. The next step of our journey. This is exciting. So we're going to end today's episode right here. We're going to continue on tomorrow. I'll play through pre-season, and hopefully by the time we get through to like the first game of next season, the CS Super Cup final against Slovan Bratislava. What's this then? The Czechoslovakian Super Cup. I've played in this before. Where Martin, as you can see, it's always Czech teams that win it, apart from last season where Slavia Prague lost to Slovan Bratislava. But we played in it as Martin manager, but I didn't show it on an episode because I didn't really know what it was or see it that important. But it actually looks kind of cool. But we did lose in this before as Martin, but now we might be able to win it and get our first bit of silverware immediately. So we might do this one next episode. Either way, thanks ever so much for watching today. Obviously, a Bundesliga win and straight away into a new team for next season. Much quicker than I expected, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So drop a like on the video if you enjoyed today's episode. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.